What's up guys? River here with Allison, and today is a little bit different of a vlog. We've had a ton of new people join our channel. Welcome to each one of you. We are so happy to have you, but there's also been a ton of questions that have come in the comment section soon, and we absolutely love your comments.
In honor of all the new people, we wanted to dedicate one special vlog to answering questions.
So in this Q&A, we're gonna start with the first question, which is Chentia James, sorry if we butcher your names, asked, how long have you guys been together, and what's one thing that you love about each other? So those two questions there. I say we answer the first one first, and then we'll go through the second one. We have been dating for 3 years. 3 years? 3.5 years?
3 years.
3 years. We've been dating 3 years, and then we got married in May. So 3 years. That's the answer. And then I'll go first with the second question, which is, what's one thing that you love about each other? I love that Allison is like the yin to my yang. Like, I am super outgoing, I am extremely passionate for better or for worse, and I get like all wound up and easily excited. And Allison is not necessarily the opposite of that, but she's like the like calm. She's the like the grounding for me. Like, I love that about Al.
Thanks, babe. My thing that I love about River,
What's not to?
it's kind of, I mean, it's a very similar answer. Since we off-balance each other, it's really, really great because he's just very energetic, he's very ambitious, and I really admire that about him. He's helped me be more proactive in my career and like not just like let things slip by or things. He'd be like, no, ask questions, like be more aggressive, be more proactive, and that's really helped me a lot. So his kind of more, I can't think of the word right now, but he's just a lot more extroverted and I'm more introverted until I get to know people. So it's nice to kind of have that balance, especially just in life.
It's funny because like I don't know if the vlogs come off that way. Like, you probably seem
I think
really...
they probably do. I'm not in them a lot, and that's because I'm quieter.
Very true.
Unless I like know somebody one-on-one, I'm good. One on many, not so great.
Not so great. Next question that we have is from Christina Ribbentrop, and she asks if Allison is a crunchy Cheeto, like a regular Cheeto person, or a cheese poof, or like poofy Cheeto person.
Puff.
Puff, undoubtedly.
I feel like it's very underrated. Not a lot of people like the puffs. I like the puffs.
Get down.
Ooh.
So next question is for the both of us, also from Christina Ribbentrop, and she asks, how is it that we came to live in Chicago? Well, the answer for, why don't you go first?
Okay. So for me, I grew up in Georgia. I wanted to go somewhere new for college and I wanted to move up north, so I ended up at Ohio State. They have a really good business program and I was in their business program. And from there, I knew I wanted to go to a really big city and I really wanted to move to New York, but I didn't know as many people there. I didn't really have good connections there, and it's super expensive and it's kind of a hard city to do by yourself. So I kind of fell into Chicago. I knew more people here, and I really enjoyed the city.
For me, I went to school at Western Michigan University in Kalamazoo, Michigan. Go Broncos. And I majored in advertising at our business school there, and I knew I wanted to get into advertising, and I knew that that meant that I would either be moving to New York, Chicago, or LA. And to be perfectly honest, like, I put my sights on Chicago because being from Michigan, like, Chicago's safe. I have a ton of friends that are really brave and like made the trip out to New York and all of that stuff, but like, if you mess up, like, it's only like a few hour train ride home, you know what I mean? And so that's total God's honest truth why I picked Chicago. But like, after school, I was like working at a different job, and then I came to Chicago and it's been advertising ever since. So the next question was, if you weren't doing what you're doing now, what would you be doing? So that question is asked in the context, I believe, of if it wasn't advertising, what would you be doing? Because the next question that we'll get into is, what is our dream job? But I think if I wasn't doing advertising, I honestly, there was talk when I was like coming out of college and things, like my dad owned a construction company, and Dad, I know you're watching this, sorry to crush your dreams, but like, I never really wanted to take over his business. I think that he really wanted one of my brothers or I to take over that business, and there's honestly absolutely nothing with like blue collar work or construction workers, like some of the best, like hardest working people I know, my dad included, like will do that type of work. When I was coming out of college, the thought of owning my own business like scared the crap out of me, like all the logistics and knowing that it's all on me, and I just thought it would be safer to like go get a corporate job. And like, now that I'm at this point in my life, I could not think more in an opposite manner, where I'm like, I just want to work for myself, I just want to do this stuff. Like, maybe eventually, like, I love my job, I love the company that I work at, but it's just funny how things change over time. So I would likely be like owning my dad's, or co-owning and co-operating my dad's company.
So I majored actually in marketing when I was in school, and I had a minor in art history. So if I wasn't doing what I'm doing right now, most likely I would have started out in a sales job, because majority of students that major in marketing and try to go out into the world, most likely you'll get a sales job first, and then you build up repertoire with the company and then move on into more marketing roles. Or I would have been doing some sort of like small marketing position in probably some sort of museum or art related field, because when I was in school, my junior and senior year, I actually worked for the Wexner Center of the Arts, and some of the people I worked with knew of like small jobs and things that I could do if I moved to Chicago and wanted to stay in kind of like the art history world, but with a caveat that they would be very, very small salaries.
Underpaid.
Yeah, it would be very...
Like, you're gonna be working at a bar also.
Yeah, yeah.
Which there's nothing wrong with that. I worked at a bar when I first moved to Chicago, so nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, and I think some of the positions would have been just like part-time, so I was looking for something a little bit more stable at the time, but if advertising didn't come about, I would probably be doing either one of those things.
The next part of that whole question series from Christina was, what is your dream job? Meaning, no money aside, like, it doesn't matter what it is, it doesn't matter where it is, just what you're doing, unless those things tie together. So why don't you go first with, what is your dream job? If you could get paid to do something, what would it be?
Taste test cookies. No, I'm just kidding. But that would be really cool.
That would be amazing. I'd be like 900
be
pounds.
Like a bakery taste tester or like a food taste tester for like Gianna.
I feel like I'm this home's taste tester.
Yeah, that's true. But that would be really cool.
I need to go back to the gym.
Actually, honestly, what I would like to do is own my own like little clothing boutique and use some of the stuff I've learned about marketing and advertising and kind of curate my own favorite things and have my own shop, be able to do blog. That'd be later on down, but I would actually really enjoy that.
I'm 100% supportive of this. So for me, my dream job you know, guys, I feel like you guys help me with my dream job every single day. When you guys like the videos, when you guys comment, when you subscribe, and especially when you share our content, I feel like it's a team effort to you helping me achieve my dream job. I can't talk ever on these vlogs. But when I was younger, I feel like my mother can attest the most, and my stepdad. I used to more or less ad lib and wing and do these like little productions with like my stepbrother and sister of like, we would make a movie, and I would take like our big like on the shoulder like movie camera, and like eventually we got like a small like camcorder, and we used to make these movies, and like I would edit them on board with the camera. Like I would review the footage and then like rewind and stop like where we needed to reshoot something, and we'd reshoot it right there. And so by the time it was all done, they were like all cut up together in a movie, and we used to make like props and like all this cool stuff. And I used to be so into film and video, and I loved it. And when I went to college, I thought that like what I wanted to do is I like wanted to work for like a record label and like be in promotions for them. But I decided that no, I should pursue film. And so the first month or two of my college career, I was declared like a film major. And I found out really fast that like, without even taking a single class, like just doing research, that like I likely was gonna have to like go to grad school, like get in with these production folks and like be pretty much a starving artist. And like, that wasn't the path that I wanted to take. Meaning like I wanted to get out of school and like pay off my debt and like make money and like get it right away. And I'm not saying that those people don't do that, but I just didn't see a way that I could do that. So I changed to advertising, and like to this day, like I couldn't tell you what possessed me to change to advertising. Like I really don't know, but it worked out because obviously I met my wife and like we have family and it's great. But getting to what I want to do, like I want to produce short films. Like we have committed to making one movie a day on YouTube and in the forms of the vlogs, and like that is sort of a dream come true. Like it's a creative outlet for me, and like being a YouTuber or like something like that, I mean, that is the dream. And right now we just passed 400 subscribers on YouTube, which blows my mind. Like it's something, and I'm sort of rambling here, but it's something that like they say, like, you know, your first 10 subscribers is the hardest, and then when you get your next 100, it's even harder, and then from 100 it's like, you know, then to 1,000, and then 10,000, and then 100,000. Like they just come and they come and they come, and like I barely remember what it's like to have 10 subscribers anymore, even though we only have 400 right now. Like I'm looking forward to growing this channel so much and like expanding the family, which is all of you. But like every single time we get a new subscriber, I was telling Allison this morning, I feel like someone gives me like a hug. Like every single time I feel like we add someone to the family. I'm like, I definitely pay attention to it, and it's just so awesome that like your content, like something that you produce, like other people enjoy. And it's such a pleasure, guys. Like I love all of you so much. So the next question came from Geraldine Talks. She also is a vlogger and has her own channel. You can check her out. She said that, do you plan on staying in Chicago for a long time? And then if not, like what are the top 3 cities that you'd want to go to? So I'll answer this one first. When I first moved to Chicago, I said that I wanted to be here for like maybe 5 or 6 years. When I first moved here, that was before Allison, that was before all of that, before I was like set in my career. And we're like passing that at this point now. So like I've been here for about like 6 years, 5 years, and I am starting to get the feeling like, yes, I do want to move, but maybe just out of downtown. So if we like go to the suburbs or something like that, I think that's acceptable, but like I sort of have a fear of suburbia, so I don't know. But the answer is not forever. I don't want to be in Chicago forever.
I really like Chicago.
It's true.
I really like Chicago. I like northern cities. I like to see seasons. I like having all of the seasons. I also really like big cities. So I would want to be in close proximity. So I mean like 30 minute drive.
She doesn't want to be in the boondocks.
Yeah, I don't want to be in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, I don't want to live in the middle of nowhere. If I could take the town of Gilmore Girls.
What's it called?
Stars Hollow. If I could take Stars Hollow and pick it up and put it 20 minutes outside Chicago, that would be fabulous.
Probably wouldn't stay to like Stars Hollow.
Something like a city like that.
So then saying like, if you were to move from Chicago, what are 3 acceptable cities that you would move to? I have mine right off. And mine are, in no particular order, sort of, Portland, Denver, Seattle. Those are the top 3 that I would move to, if not Chicago.
Portland, somewhere in the New England area, like Connecticut. Stars Hollow's in Connecticut. So maybe I can find...
She needs to find Stars Hollow. Where is it?
Maybe I can find a city. I think I would like the New England area. I haven't really been there, but I think I would like it. I love New York City, but I couldn't do that commute because I wouldn't want to raise kids in the city. But I do love that city, and that commute's like insane.
I love New York. I love to visit New York, but I could not live in New York City.
I could live in New York City.
She could live in New York City.
I could.
And even though we have like slightly different answers, that's okay. Because I think Allison and I, we love each other to death, but have this like retiree plan that I'm gonna have a cabin in some woods somewhere where no one can really find me, and I'm gonna spend some time there, and she's welcome to come.
I'll come in the fall time.
She'll come in the fall time. No, just kidding. We obviously are never gonna move anywhere unless like both of us want that for us and for our family. So great question though. So that's all the Q&A for today, guys. Thank you so much for your questions. If you have more questions or things you want us to answer, please put them in the comment section below, because we love your questions. Like I said, like, we want this to be a community. We want this to be a safe place where anyone can ask questions. If you have any questions about our life or anything, like, go ahead and click up here. This is our story that we sat down and explained, like, everything in terms of how we met. You guys can check that out. But yeah, let us know if you have any questions. If you're brand new to the channel, welcome, and be sure to subscribe and stick around for more of our future vlogs. We try to document our marriage and like everything that's going to be in our family in the future, travel, obviously the daily life and the city life that we have going on here, and we try to have a lot of fun.
So check out our social media links in the description below, and we will see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.
You farted on film.
No, I didn't. It was before film.
We're gonna be standing here for a while now.